following is a presentation of MRE UNO, Division 2. Welcome to the stream finale of the round of 64 Meteorological May, and today it is another one of those classic 8-9 games. You can go either way, and we are looking forward to it. Yeah, we are looking forward to it indeed. Cyclone region, it is the second to last game, at least on the schedule. Still have that Evan Breath game, unfortunately. That wasn't able to play. Still haven't worked anything out with that, unfortunately. Happens there. But top seed Geo awaits on Bi Island for the winner of this one. It's a battle between two players that have found upset wins in their first two tournaments. For Puzzledan, it was a 15-2 against the then 2 seed Sky, who's since gone out in round 1 this tournament. And for Wes, it was a 11-6 over Lucas, and then fell in 7 to João in the second round. Of course, João making that Archery April finale. So definitely can't be, and getting the silver medal, so you can't hang your head too low. So this should be an interesting one. Two guys trying to get that second win, right, and prove that they're more just a bit an upset flash in the pan. Take a look at the schedule for today. Only scheduled 3 games originally, but deleted in SB. We're able to put it together and play earlier this morning. And deleted won it over SB in 5. And they will move on to take on either Rana or Dia in that one. In Altimeter region, the finale we had earlier, a little bit of game on crack kind of game. A lot of Taco Bell talk. Won it over Night Archer 6 to wrap up Altimeter earlier today. And moved on to take on the 2 seed White Spider next round. Coming up in the Cyclone region after this one will be the 5-12 game between Bree and Tanya. And the winner there will get My Hell. And as you take a look at the bracket, you're going to see all that illustrated coming up here. Wes and Puzzledan. Winner will get Geo. And the winner between Bree and Tanya will get My Hell, the 4 seed. We bring you to the table once again, one more time for round 1 on stream in D2. Happy to be with Leah in the booth once again. And Leah, another different kind of matchup from what we saw the other day with Cap and Marble. These two both looking to try and prove that they're more than one-hit wonders. They both had their upset wins. For Puzzledan, it was in T1, and for Wes, it was in T2. But that's all they've done this year, and they're both trying to get free of 1 and 2 and get win number 2. What do you expect from these two? Obviously, 8-9 game could go either way. Coin flip. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm proud to be here on the last stream of the round short. Been a very busy day, but I found time for this, and I'm glad I did.
Appreciate you.
We look at the 8-9 line here, and it's especially interesting since we've got two players known for their upsetting capability. As the way I see it, there's not really any such thing as an upset on the 8-9 line. So I reckon this is going to be a close game, hopefully. Probably a pretty intense game. And because I think both of these guys, they've already proved quite a bit, but I think they have a lot more to prove as well. I think both of them got plenty in the tank. Both of them looking to make a name for themselves this tournament, and I'm excited to see how it goes.
All right, looking forward to it, of course. I'm going to make this plain and simple for both of you. Since you both had similar seasons to Wes and Puzzledan, you can both just type it out in the Cyclone stage. Thoughts on coming in here as playing a pretty evenly matched series. Both of you have had your upset wins in the tournaments prior, and now you're looking to try and find something to break here in the 8-9 game. Thoughts on playing someone who's had a similar outcome in the seasons through the halfway point to yourself, and how you can break through and get that second win. Just both of you let me know in the Cyclone stage. Interesting to see two very similar resumes. Not necessarily the upset was a little bit larger for Puzzledan at the time on seed line, but for Wes it was a little lower at the 11/6. That's a more favorable upset in terms of 64 player slash team brackets, sports in general. But we'll see how it all goes as they found their ways to the 8-9. Of course, Puzzledan had that win over Sky last time out, or back in T1, and then Arnhem took him out in Archery April round 1 and 5. Puzzledan saying, I think it'll be a close, both evenly matched, could go game 7 in all honesty, so I'm looking forward to this, of course. It's after dark for Puzzledan after 11, about 11:23 in the evening. Wes saying, low-key nerve-wracking, but I have a little confidence in myself. Playing against someone who is my skill level, so who knows how it will go. It can be crazy predictable. Let us. All right, Nick's going to be our ref today. He'll put the cards in. So, Wes, it'll be your first call anywhere from 5 to 15 here for game 1. How many cards will it be?
I believe was already locked in 7 cards earlier.
Did you say 7? Okay, then we can run 7, I believe. As long as everyone's ready here.
All right, fantastic.
And we are off and running in our final stream of round 1 and the second to last scheduled game of round 1. As we will have Bree and Tanya playing that. For those interested in seeing that game, that will have to be likely have to be played in the drought stage, as they're also in the Cyclone region. So this game originally supposed to be an hour up, but we had to get that moved. No problem with that. We keep on. Problem. West makes the
Matter of
switch to
fact,
red
I'm quite
earlier.
grateful myself for the game being moved.
There you go, right? Yeah. Puzzledan, nothing in the red, and Wes gonna keep running on the red.
Now we're
And
seeing
Wes
some
just still
low
running it.
casual cards right now. Nothing too crazy.
One-sided play, Wes has all of the options, but Puzzledan finds some number efficiency to green. We'll see if that stops Wes, and it does. So he flips the ISO. He flips the table on the ISO. Now Puzzledan gonna try and take some control back here.
Yeah, game's running just like a seesaw right now.
Crosses to yellow. Wes trying to flip the table back again on that number switch. Trying to table the turns, if you will.
But that's a color we haven't seen before. Very possible. Puzzledan could run, maybe.
I don't know if it's my internet, but Leah's going very robotic. I don't know if that's just. Not just okay, cool. My internet's not as strong as it is at the college dorm. I'm not there anymore. But okay, she jumped out. Bitsy joins us. And there's some +6s, +2s, and the +6. I can talk. Crosses from yellow to blue is Puzzledan. Throwing 6 cards, closing on that blue 0 sugar.
Hey, any better now?
I'm late for the party. What I miss?
Not a whole lot. Just got started here.
Oh, and Weston's not happy. Oof. Wow.
Not even hiding it. Puzzledan down to 3.
Let's see what West can pull out of his sleeve.
You can got a little bit of table talk back and forth. So seeing what West will do.
We got serious beef.
Oh, wait a minute. We're in blue, Wes. We're in blue. We're in blue. You're playing a green +2. The color is blue.
I think somebody's brain cells have been lost forever.
Oh my god.
What it sounds like.
Double play there. Skip 4.
Excuse me. I apologize for what happened. Am I clear?
You sound good now. You sound good.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, you were going like real robotic there for a minute.
Yeah, we don't know. Yeah, we don't know what happened. We'll put it that way.
A double play from Wes here, off that, and exposed a big part of his ammo inventory here, so that could be detrimental to his gameplay here. But it ultimately depends on what Puzzledan can do. But he's gonna go into the green, so you'd think that it's gonna. He's going for. Well, I think the bot did prove it. By the way, when the bot says that, that means he's got it. By the way, so you're gonna get +6.
Yeah, I don't know. Very, very bizarre play from Puzzledan here, going into the green, almost welcoming the +2 chain here.
Yeah, that message back from the bot saying that you can't play this card. That means that he has it. He exposed that.
Yeah, I believe there's a slightly different message when you try to play a card you don't have. Or...
No message.
I see.
Yeah. So Puzzledan just gonna play it cool. May have been trying to play a little mind games there. I don't know if that was fully a intentional, just running it straight in, but that green one could have been his last, and now West crosses to blue.
Yeah, there is always the possibility that was just Puzzledan's best move, regardless. Assuming he could have had only green cards, I mean, I don't know what else he would have done there.
Yeah. Interesting. And Puzzledan now, no blue, and once again, West trying to take control. Despite exposing that on his hand, very interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably gonna have to ask Puzzledan about that, like what his logic was exactly for going into the green, because it's definitely a strange.
Yeah, an interesting strategy. Here in game number 1 as we crossed over 6 minutes. And Puzzledan still no blue on the 4 there. And another +2 from West, a little split ammo potentially. Could have also come from the +4. Yeah, there's your check of the log. 6.5 minutes gone by in game number 1. There's a double from Puzzledan, going from blue to red. Might have been trying to build it a little bit. He's still behind by 4. I don't think this is a run to the win, although we've seen an 11 card chain. Nope, just a triple. Saw an 11 card chain earlier today as we cross to yellow West going off that triple from Puzzledan. And it's the light switches are very much in full effect here between these two.
West makes it down to 2 cards. Interesting.
Was that the one switch he needed? Puzzledan down to 6, crosses to green. Did Wes have more green in the tank after that exposed +6? Oh my goodness, does he? And another, it's another +4.
Good job remembering the Uno call. Some people down here struggle with that.
Yeah, Wes, I gotta say, did that come from? Were you saving that, or did that come from that green +4 that Puzzledan threw there? And Puzzledan, what was the thought process after he had? Yeah, it came from the +4. Yeah, what was the thought process through going into green like that after he basically exposed a +6 chain, running it down to check like that? Did you have another green on the coming after that? Because then I get it. Because where else were we gonna go other than the deck? But what was the thought? Yeah, only had greens. Okay, well they both needed the same thing in that case. Yeah, that makes sense. So they both needed the same thing. It was a bit of, I guess that was basically a bit of a resetter, throwing West back 4 and Puzzledan back 6. So yeah. All right. So clean cut from there. They both needed the green, got the reset. West with the big yellow switch to be able to run down what he had left, and that was all she wrote. So we're going to do 6 cards for West for game 2. Here we go. And off and running on the yellow one.
West run with the low tier here. And I'm curious to see if Puzzledan will stick with that or potentially.
I feel like he'll go higher, but we'll
higher
see.
Card starts when it goes to his.
Yeah, I feel like he'll go higher with how that went, but we'll see what happens. As they were both right there pretty much in that game 1. They both needed the green to win, so...
I think it could potentially be dependent on how this game 2 goes.
Yeah, it definitely could. Because they were both needing the same thing in that first game, and now the second game, I wonder if there's going to be more to it other than that.
That's risky. That's very risky as hell.
Yeah?
I think Dan's got all yells.
Yeah.
I think West is screwed.
Interesting. West is going yellow.
We see some. We've seen some very interesting takes from Fitzy in previous streams. Sometimes he just knocks it out of the park.
Fitzy's starting to read him like a book again. Oh my god!
It's entirely possible.
I guess I was wrong on this one.
Oh
wow!
Unless he's pulling a fade move.
To the red, which we haven't seen yet. That's kind of what I was expecting, if I'm being honest. Yeah, in Dan's shoes, I don't know what I would have done there.
What?
Are you kidding me?
What? And that's low tier, ladies and gentlemen. That is low tier.
4 finishes in a row.
I got nothing for you, Puzzledan. I got nothing for y'all. I don't. I got nothing there.
I say you need to call him out, Dan, when you type in Uno.
No, wait, he got it. He got it.
Oh, well.
He got the call in there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well.
I got nothing for anyone on this one. Leah, any comment on that?
Yeah.
Plain and simple, plan A.
I don't think there's too much to say here. Wes has been getting the right cards. Sometimes low tier just goes like that. You have a good ammo setup. You can just run it plan A.
I just want that pizza, man. Let's watch that meat lover's pizza. Yes, sir.
I think
I'm going to ask you this. Dan, I'm gonna ask you this: what all cards did you have at the end?
Yeah, I guess we'll see on that. Otherwise, it'll be
as we await a
game
quick
3.
answer from Dan, I'm gonna chime in and say I think
Yep.
these two games, first two did a very good job showing two sides of the coin that is low tier starts. The first being very much a drawn out endurance battle, while the second was just quick plan A action.
Mm-hmm.
It really is a broad range of what you can get when you go for that low tier.
Yeah. Well, he said he was about to play a +2. Oh, okay. So that was when you were at 4. Yeah. So that red +2 was literally in the wings
Damn.
there. That's tough. Yeah. What more are you supposed to do in that situation? You don't have a way to blue either, and other than the fact that we went at a +4. Only way you could have gotten out of that was him not getting the Uno call, but he got it fair and square. So yeah. Fitzy's trying to pull the reads, man. Maybe he'll get a better read later down the line. But it's only game 3.
I thought you had yellow. That's my bad.
Yeah, Fitzy's trying to get the reads out. that was Fitzwater. Yeah, that was Fitzwater. It's reverse psychology. Anyway, Puzzledan, game 3, free board. How many cards?
Oh, I saw that.
Oh my!
As soon as you said that,
We're sending it. We are sending it.
That was a good call. That was a good call.
What possible way can you go
to the other end of the spectrum
than to go as high tier as possible?
The other end of the spectrum, he's down to a. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
No. I know what that means. I think Wes playing some reverse psychology.
That either means he.
Hey, Wes. Maybe don't say that. I don't know, man. I wouldn't if I were you.
Mind games.
No, anytime I say that, I see my hand. I'm trying to play some psychology. See if I'm faking what I think I have, compared to what my opponent has.
Hey, if it works out, it works out.
Yeah, it works out. It works out.
It's interesting. Well, if he's being truthful, which we have no idea if he is, one of the two colors is red for Wes, as he's got a 4. There's a double looking for triple +6 to Wes, and that will be a comeback, sent back to 20. That will be a comeback if Wes has it. Puzzledan ahead by 9.
You gotta wonder if Wes did indeed have the stuck in two
colors now.
Just Puzzledan took the words out of my mouth. Basically, was wondering. 14 color. Bro's got the cyan, chartreuse, and pink cards in his hand now.
The chartreuse.
It does indeed look like that +6 gave Wes more color versatility at the very least. That, or he was indeed just playing those mind games at the start.
Half off special on the green switch. Going for the 3. And still a 9-card lead.
Indeed, talk about half-off specials. I mean, Puzzledan has half the cards as Wes right now. It's going to be interesting to see if he can come back from that. We've certainly seen bigger disadvantages get overcome, but really, more than anything, it just depends on exactly what ammo he received from that +6 earlier.
Cross to blue. And Wes just trying to chip away any chance he can.
triple? He certainly has all colors now,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
it's
he's dead. Yeah,
interesting.
I would think so at 20.
You would hope. I mean, not always the case. And there have been moments where I've drawn back 23, 24 cards, still been missing one color. Puzzledan maintains the large lead, now 13-6. Wes has some catching up to do, that's for sure. Keeping it calm right now.
Oh, 2, 3, 4. Now we cross to
Exclamation
yellow.
point into the
And
yellow. Very interesting.
exclamation point. He's not anywhere close to needing one on the map.
That's true. That's true. Short, the fewer cards Puzzledan has, the more likely it is he has a stored up ammo finish.
Yeah, it's
So
very possible.
every move Wes makes from here on out is a bit of a calculated risk.
Yeah, there's a little bit from Puzzledan, sprinkles it into down to 3. Wes has got to be playing on his toes at this point. And I think
Oh,
that comment might
looks
mean
like
he's
we're
going to
gonna see some
make a
ammo
move
from
here.
him. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Is this another +6 in the opposite direction? Maybe for a color switch. There's options here.
There you go, +6.
There we go. Exactly as I called
And
it. +6 into the green. Wes regains the possession arrow, now 8-9.
so he cancels it out eventually. Pulls ahead, and that is a big move for him. We'll see what Puzzledan does in response.
And I think he timed that exactly right.
Yeah, he did. Get that card tie. After that double especially, might have been a tell of something coming, but we'll see. Puzzledan gonna
Looks like
take a pause
Puzzledan's
here to make
doing
sure
a
he
bit of
gets it
thinking.
all
Could have
lined
a
up.
few different options on the table.
Hmm.
Here
see
comes
here.
Fitzy's Magic 8 Ball.
What you got, Fitzwheeler? What you got?
I know.
Crossing to red.
Really?
Interesting.
All right. Interesting on that one.
I haven't seen red in a hot minute, I don't believe. Interesting. We've got about 30 cards played, I believe, and not a single wild so far. And I may just speak one into existence within the next couple turns.
Cross
We'll
the
see what
yellow.
happens.
And
Meanwhile,
Puzzledan's
as
got
we
some.
continue with this series, it looks like
Cross to green.
I believe that Brock versus Camaro is just starting in D1.
Should be shortly. They should just be checking in. Yeah, thing came through.
Yeah, Short and I will probably do a little bit of double game coverage if
Ooh, red
3 versus
wild.
Tonya
Hello.
starts at the scheduled time. Now, that's the first wild of the series. Both players down to 3 cards. Fixing to be a close end game. Puzzle narrowly pulls ahead with a 1. What does Wes have in red? My goodness. I guess he'd had enough of a single +4 finish. Figured he'd get in a
When's the last
double
time a
+4
player
finish.
wins 3 games in a row had a +4 in their arsenal?
Well, I'll be damned. So I'm guessing that came from him sending you back to 20 there, and that's a 20 card comeback for Wes. Yeah. Lame.
Dennis thinking like, what do I have to do to beat you and win?
Then,
Yeah,
I'm
Puzzledan, I
already
got
kind of
nothing
getting
there.
flashback to back when we did Marble Side versus Captain Gaming.
Yeah.
Very different game on the surface, but it's looking like this one might potentially also become a sweep if Puzzledan doesn't pick something up with this next home game.
Interesting here. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so make sure you guys, well, you guys are already
Yeah,
going
it
to
looks
say it
like
in
we've
here anyway,
traded a
so.
Nick for a Nick. It looks like we've
Nifty
traded
Nick is
a Nick for a
nifty.
Nick. As Nifty enters the
That's
voice chat.
crazy. All right, yeah, that's fine. 10, we'll go game 4, and here we
Hope
go.
to see Nifty some more in the commentary booth in future rounds of this tournament.
Obviously saw him earlier on in the round. Or to hopefully getting some more spots with y'all next round. And Wes
Oh
once
my God,
again
Wes
making it
talking up his
known.
hand again. This time I feel like it has to be part mind game.
Yeah, I think this is mind games. It has to be.
He's playing this up way too much. I don't know if I believe it. Hey, I mean, maybe he'll shock us all. I don't know. Thinking time, says Puzzledan. Wonder if he has some options here, potentially, considering exactly how serious Wes is about this whole crazy hand situation. It's over in the drought stage, 5 minutes since check-in, and we have not seen anything from either of the players or the ref.
Yeah.
So hopefully they all get in there, and we don't have to reschedule that or give anybody any strikes.
Wes got beef.
Okay. This yellow switch, he seems very serious about it. Looks like Puzzledan might have more in the tank, but just a 1 right now. It's funny because Wes claims to be the one with the game-breaking hand, while Puzzledan's currently up 4 cards.
Is it about to rain down? He's at 9.
Yeah, what exactly is going to happen here? Surely this isn't a 9-bagger finish. I genuinely don't believe that's happening right now. But I do wonder exactly what Wes is going to throw out here. Typing for a while. I'm okay. I was about to warn you preemptively, Wes can only input 4 commands in the bot at a time, but I believe this is a successful play.
Yeah.
I think we all saw that, Glenn.
All right, well, West is down to 3. Gets the 4-card advantage now, as well as giving Puzzledan only 2 freshies.
Let's see what Dan has up his sleeve.
Interestingly, one color we haven't seen yet is red. I do wonder if we're going to pop that out in this game at all, or if it's going to end before we can.
You're not wrong on that. I mean, I won't be surprised if he puts down the red here.
Oh, here, yeah, Puzzledan getting some back. And within 2, and West saying GG.
What do you mean, GG?
Wait, no.
This guy.
This could be a mistake
This
if he
guy.
intended to power play on the reverse, but no.
What?
Goes into the yellow 8. Does he have to
Really?
finish in yellow?
Gets another turn. Wait for the
Or
other
does he have a
shoe.
+4?
Wait for the
once
other
again?
shoe. Wait for the other shoe. There you go. Got it.
Oh my god.
Clean.
Every single game, without fail, West pulls out the +4 finish.
Okay.
In game 3, it was the double +4. In game 4, it was the +4 into the regular wild. How does he get away with this?
How do you get 4 + 4 to sleep?
I got nothing on that. I really have nothing. I really don't know. I don't.
I'm speechless.
Yeah.
Wait till KT sees this shenanigans. Me and KT are gonna be stumped after this is over. Well, it's already over, but man, stumped.
My goodness. I really got. I don't have any words, man. This is crazy. This is what.
I don't have an answer for that, Dan.
Like,
I don't have an answer to that question.
Like, this is what, the second sweep of the entire tournament? Third sweep. Third sweep of the tournament.
Yeah, and 2 of those sweeps have been on stream, which is pretty unfortunate for the viewers, I gotta say.
Tragedy for my stream pack picks.
We gotta up our game for round 2.
Yeah. Yeah, that is crazy. Just I'm getting my stuff updated.
Man, it looks like against all odds, this game did in fact finish before Tonya Bree was scheduled to start, even despite the hour-long delay. Although we are still waiting on input from Tonya, so who knows if that game's gonna happen.
Yeah, this is something else. Yeah, go get your pizza, Wes. Congrats on the win. Thoughts on playing Geo? I guess next round. That's all I can ask you.
Man, bro is so hungry. He just blazed through.
He's like bye.
Puzzledan like a snack.
Bro, he was thinking about meat lover pizza.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. Gio, you might want to step up your game now after seeing this. If you do see this on stream,
My
good luck. Fun.
Yeah, but Wes gets win number 2 on the year, and it'll be a 1-8 game between those two. Of course, Gio making a Final Four last time out. That's where how he sits in the one line on Bye Island. So we'll see how that goes. There's your bracket to your left, and Bree and Tanya will hopefully be getting going.
Tonya has indeed arrived, as has the ref Scars. So it looks like that game will be starting on time, thankfully.
Yeah, to both of you, hey, I don't know. Cody Smart, are you doing the post for this?
I'm assuming Gia was sleeping, so because of that, I have to take up all of these posts in D1 plus 2 posts
Oh,
here. So
God.
I'm gonna be quite busy for at least 5 hours.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
I
lordy.
figured since these two are ready to play, I think we can have them probably DM you the quotes if you want to let them know that. Since we're moving into the next one. Yeah, or I guess that too. That works too. I don't know if Wes I know is running to get pizza. Still at his Discord right now, but yeah. I don't really have much to say. Bree and Tanya are about to play non-stream here in this stage. But Wes will improve to 2-2, 13-10. Puzzledan falls to 1-3, 8 and 13. So that will do it for this one, and that is gotta be the weirdest, quickest stream I've had. So. Thanks to Leah. In spite of the outcome, you must be cursed. I guess you're fired. That's 2 sweeps with you in the booth.
Yeah,
Damn!
my apologies. I take up all the blame for this. Hey, actually, didn't we blame Tapir for the last one?
You know what? That's true. You know what? Yeah, We'll blame Tapir too because he didn't. And it's fine. Anyway, that's gonna do it for us for this one. For everyone who joined us in the VC, for Fitzwater, for Leah, for Nick, for reffing, and to everyone who watched in the VC and on stream. I've been Not Short. I will see you for D1 action at 10 o'clock as Tapir and Ghost will square off. But for now, for D2, we will see you all next round as Wes moves on in this one. Just one more game on the schedule left to go before a round of 32 and Meteorological May. But for now, thank you for joining us and have a great night, everyone. This has been a presentation of MRE UNO, Division 2.